Okay, so here you are. I am Carol Spencer. It's my job to take you through the communications creative options for the upcoming year. I know Jim has already explained this to you, but we at Aspire do the creative, not you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want any radical creative ideas. Stay in your lane. You are not the first marketer to come in here and try and take over. MW has been my account for more than 20 years. 20 years! Putting up with Jim and all his, well, strangeness. You're sick of him, and you've only done 2 months. Try 2 decades. I've earned every penny of my commission from MW. So don't you turn up here with big ideas and a fancy new approach. I met that professor once. Not a bone of creativity in him. So, remember who is doing the communications. We are. Whatever choices you make for your campaign, they all have to come from this smorgasbord that my team have created for you. The good news is that we have gold here. Solid gold. You will see. Goodness knows how you will select from what I am about to show you. Everything is so good. Oh, come on. Come on. You are very, very new here. So a few words about Aspire before we open our Pandora's box of creative options. We were founded back in 1999 in Copyland. MW was one of our very first national accounts, and over the years we have built a very strong bond with the team here, even if Jim does change it annually. We want an agency marriage with you, to be your exclusive partner and to serve you up the highest possible creative jewels. We are a specialist photocopier agency. We do a little bit of work in the corporate shredding industry too, but it's more a distraction than anything else. We know this business all too well. And we have won a shed load of awards for our advertising. 12 gold doorstops and 2 big umbrellas. And I have had the best of my team working for months on these options I'm about to show you. Remember, Jim wants a maximum of 3 tactics per target, so you will need to choose carefully. And also remember that I do the creative around here. Don't even think about changing my messaging or images or slogans. They are locked down. Just pick the ones you want and we will deliver. Okay? Let's start with what's hot right now. That's right, the tickety-tock. For $100,000, we can create a 15-second ad into the video feed of 10,000 tickety-tock users. 2/3 of Copyland's under 30s use the site weekly, so that will give us massive exposure. Evening daypart will enable us to target those working full-time, and we can slice that 10,000 target audience by all the main demographic variables. So, for example, we want to go after 25 to 35-year-old married males who earn 100K plus. We can do it! And the strapline we have created for this work, "Don't copy, create with MW," is a total winner. Again, it's 100K. Where would we be without radio? For 50K, we can create 4 perfect 30-second radio ads and run them across Copyland's radio network for a full 12 months. Each of the ads will zoom into a different copier, talk about its spec, and then the performance numbers. It's a bit dry, but I have great voice talent to spice it up. Julian Flamingo from The Pants Don't Fit. It's a ripper. We end each ad with the same slogan. MW offers you a rainbow of copy options. We think each ad will reach around 2 million people. Obviously, there will be duplication across the whole campaign. But you want that. In terms of targeting, we can go for lunch breaks and drive time to hit more of the professional audience. Nothing fancy, but good value stuff. Oh, love this option. For 100k, we create a 15-second pre-roll ad for MW that promotes the amazing quality of your copier's reproductions. The ad itself is the Banana Brothers doing a magic trick. And the strap line is magical reproduction. We think we can get 20,000 views of the ad, at least to the 5-second mark, and we can target anyone that has ever searched for photocopiers or copiers on Google. I'd say this one is a no-brainer. Copyland Women's Soccer Team is one of the best in the world. Well, you already know that. So, imagine MW on their shirts and all over the National Stadium when they play. We'd also get 10 personal appearances from their best players for events or to use in ads. We could just go for Julia Smith for everything, given she is their all-star. Imagine her wearing MW in your ads. Powerful! 200,000 is a big wad of cash, but in this case, worth it. Go the Canaries! Cheep, 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 cheep! Tony Jones is the voice of educators. His podcast attracts 30% of all educators monthly to listen to his show. And for 100k, we could become one of his 3 main sponsors. Tony would read a weekly script created by Aspire and lasting for 30 seconds. Close your eyes. Hey, teacher. Sorry, can't do the voice. MW is a quality copier, and you are a quality educator. Look into the new Model 4 and its amazing feed relay system. For more information, visit mw.com or call your local MW rep on 0447 333 453. And then the big sonic hook at the end of each ad. Making schools make the difference with MW. OK, you can open your eyes. Imagine 50 of them a year. Well, it's possible for 100k. Here is an idea we have used for other clients in real estate. It really does the trick. You send us a list of the target clients you want to win over. We find similar, non-competing business that currently use MW and are near to the target client's offices. We visit, by arrangement, and see the MW copiers in action, and hear from the client just how reliable they are, and the impact that has had on company operations. The whole thing takes an hour max, and we can use our own internal people to host the tours, so you can keep your salespeople in the field, selling. We've got the price down to $200 per client visit by inviting 4 or 5 target clients to the same visit. Just multiply the number of clients you want us to do this for by $200 for the cost. Simple and cheap. Cannot do better than that. It might be the 21st century, but in B2B, customers still like a leave behind and salespeople need ammunition. So I'd still always advise you to put a bit of the budget into a decent brochure. We can make unlimited copies for you for 30k. And we can provide an EDM or digital copy format to also use. The MW brochure is a no-brainer. It has a ton of info on MW as a company. It looks at their origins and then has a ton of customer satisfaction data from the most recent client survey. The message coming from this is simply that MW is a quality outfit with delighted customers and a reputation for total reliability. We have a bunch of testimonials from both business and education customers that have moved to MW in the last year too. Powerful testimonials. The man with the wooden nose really made an impact on me. There is brief product info at the back of the brochure, but this is more about MW and the kind of company it is. 30K. If you want product information, go with a Model 1 brochure. Same deal as the MW brochure, but here the focus is exclusively on Model 1 and its performance. There are in-depth sections on its speed and its capability, and reminder of its low price. It's the same price as the other brochures, 30K all in. If you want to focus on Model 2, then use this brochure instead. Again, we zoom into the model and look at its performance. There is a big section on how it beats the Zylox 4000 for reliability, and also value for money in terms of operating costs. We have a lovely case study from a college in Northville too. They seem to love the machines. 30K is again the cost. It's the same deal for the Model 3 brochure. Again, with overall performance data and a comparison with a Zylox machine on the speed and colour and price. Finally, there is the star of the show, the Model 4. A brochure focusing on this hot new box and all the new innovations it leverages to be the best. There is a good section on its speed and colour production, and another on the stunning, almost never-ending running capability that makes it so reliable. 30K for that one too. I love outdoor. Always have. Did you see the recent mini campaign that we created for BMW? We want to do something similar for you. We'd physically mount an MW copier. You can choose the model on a billboard in 12 different high-traffic locations. Then we'd have it do a copy every hour for a year with a paper all landing in a glass box. So you can see the thing just working. The message is that MW copiers just keep working. And we think at least 5 million people will see the ad. Plus the PR value of such a cool image. We need 220K, but that is all inclusive. And it's a whole year of unbroken mass exposure to the reliability message. Oh, Jim's favourite. He spoke to Elon, and we have the green light to put an MW copier, probably the Model 4, into space in June or September. We can then make the first ever photocopy in space. Isn't that amazing? We will lock in PR support and go for big coverage. Again, Jim loves this one. It's $250,000, but it's copiers in space, in space, in space, in space. We have this little tech boy in our office called Dustin, who is a whiz at app development. Anyway, we can build you the perfect copier calculator app and get it onto the tablets of all your reps. They then ask for some simple data from a target client, input it, and then it spits out how much money an MW copier would save them versus their current setup per year. It factors paper, breakdown costs, running costs, the whole 9 yards. The 50K is just the app development fee. After that, the IP is yours for your reps to use with great effect. Oh, how did that get in there? Memories. You've got to have Facebook in there. It's just so cost effective. We have built a lovely carousel ad with 5 pages, one for MW and one each for the copiers. It goes through the spec of each machine with a focus on speed and colour quality. We can drop that into the news feed of thousands of Copyland residents. Targeting can use demos and profession, so we can, say, aim for 30 to 50-year-old teachers. It's a bit broad by Facebook's usual standards, but look at the cost. Just $15 CPM. You could reach 1,000 people for $15. Just multiply that $15 figure by the number of 1,000 people you want to reach for the final number. For example, you want to reach 100,000 people? It would cost you 100 times $15. Or $1,500. RISE is the big educator event in Copyland. Last year, 1 in 5 teachers and academics attended the event in Southton. For 150K, we would become a gold sponsor. Our stand would be in the middle of the event hall. We would have the MW logo everywhere, and we would be able to have a big impact on the agenda and the sessions for the event. We can focus on any message you like. I know Jim would like to run one of the sponsor sessions, if we go for this, as long as you have someone from crisis management handy. And probably keep him out of the minibar the day before the event. It might be okay. I like this one. As you know, around half of Copyland's population loves to fly overseas. For 160K, we can take over the lounges at all 3 of Copyland's airports with our messages. We'd be able to run campaigns 4 times for a month each time across all 3 airports. Our digital outdoor ads can be outside the lounges and under the departure boards. And we can have brochures in the lounges too. My best guess is that we would reach 8 million Copyland travellers in the year. Targeting is pretty much mass, but it's such good value. All this, 4 months of impact for 160K. The message my team has worked on is always delivering, always working, and is all about how we delight customers with constant, uninterrupted operation. A winner! I really think we have cracked LinkedIn too this year. They have a new account rep, and she has built us a lovely bundled package. We will get 4 articles a year of sponsored content to deliver thought leadership on office productivity. On top of that, we also get 4 targeted dynamic ads that will push MW as a company, and how its copiers, we will use the model for, never let you down. So reliable we disappear is the slogan. And we end with a lead gen form that customers can complete, which goes direct to the MW sales team. Targeting is pretty sweet too. We can focus on certain company types and sizes. And we can also prioritise the people working at those accounts that LinkedIn think are making buying decisions. The targeting is much loosey-goosey for schools, but for the corporate sector, this is a real winner. The whole thing has a CPM of $1,000. You want to go after 20,000 people We are talking just 20k. I am a huge fan of Roy the Fingers Fluminense. I mean, who isn't? The hair, the eyes, those long, sinewy fingers tickling the ivories. We set you up with Roy last year for the celebrity endorsement and advertising, and it seems to have worked really well. You can keep it going. Go for consistency. It's another 150k, and for that, Roy will allow you unlimited use of his image again in your ads. Plus, he will make up to 10 personal appearances with his piano. And I have personal commitment that he will take it more seriously this year. No more bums being copied. And he will cut down on the swearing. He really is a different man now. Oh, good. I'd say you need to keep this going. CEO of the Year is a big deal in Copyland. You know the drill. The judges look for the most effective and admired leader. For 250k, we can become the prime sponsor for next year's award in June. We can call it the MW CEO Award. Catchy. Lots of PR value. And a chance to really associate MW with effective business. Innovant is the big tech conference in Copyland. More than 25,000 people attend, many from business and education. For 150k, we can become a prime sponsor with our own booth, logo everywhere, and a keynote from our team on any innovation topic. We can 3D print the MW booth and push the 5G capabilities of future copiers. This is a massive chance to push our innovation and tech capabilities. We have to take it. Nothing flash, but very effective, this one. Remember last year, there was that article from Copier magazine that broke down the economics of different photocopiers. It showed the total running cost, including breakdown time and fixes for each of the main models. We came out of it looking very good. Well, we have arranged to buy the reproduction rights to that article. We can reproduce it in both printed and digital formats and then arm the sales reps with the copies for any penny-pinching clients. All doable for just $29,000. Well, this one is a no-brainer. You have been running so many options outdoor ads this year, and they look amazing. Plus, you picked up those creative awards for the work too. So you will want to keep going with it, I am sure. The message is simple. Look at all the copiers we make. So many. 10 sites, a reach in excess of 5 million people. Show them just how wide our portfolio is. All this for another 220k. We just need to renew the contract and off we go again. Now this is an interesting one. I found out through the grapevine that Zylox had put in a final bid for 4 Google search words: photocopier, copier, MW and Zylox. If anyone searches for those words next year, their ad will pop up directly below the search box. It's a 12-month deal. But it's not signed yet. If we bid 200k, we will get the words instead. We win and Zylox loses. let's not lose. Just need the green light and those words are yours. All year. Oh, what is there to say about Marvin Wang? The Wangster! He's a genius! Sure, he went a bit off the rails there for a while, but the bad boy of copying is back. Am I right? And we have done a deal with Channel 6 to make a 30-minute documentary about his life. They will commit to run it once on prime time and 3 more times in schedule gaps this year. I'm estimating it could reach up to 1 million people, and Wang's message of how creative and innovative he is will surely rub off onto MW too. We need 50k, and the programme is on its way. It's no secret you guys need more coverage. So, for 100k, I will intro you to our in-house public relations team. They are all ex-Red Top newspaper people. They will generate at least a dozen stories about MW next year, and also keep an eye on brand image in the press and be there if crisis management is required. Look, this team knows everyone in media. This is how you reach the whole population in a way that people will remember. Everyone knows Danny Johnson. The fastest woman over 60 yards and a hot favourite for the Olympics. Well, she needs a new sponsor, and for 70k she will add the MW logo to a tracksuit. We can get 10 appearances and unlimited use of her image in ads. I can do a lot with this. We already have the strapline. The fastest woman in Copyland and the fastest copier are now fast friends. Nice, eh? That's why you pay us the big bucks. We all know the power of brand characters. Even the professor is always banging on about them, bless him. For 90k, we can create one just for MW. Mawartin is an easy, fun, approachable little fella with a big smile and a warm heart. We can use him in ads and also for kids' toys. So cute! We've made a good connection with a Swiss Photocopier Institute in Lucerne. They have run a battery of independent tests on pretty much every copier on the planet. And we can pay for the usage rights for any of their tests which are done in lab conditions and famed for their accuracy. We'd get all the data and be able to create very powerful sales material from it. There are 4 options. The first test is showing the reliability of the Model 1 versus the Xylox 4000. It costs 69k. The second test measures the reliability of the Model 2 versus the Xylox 4000 under test conditions. Same cost, 69k. Test 3 compares the speed, copies made per minute, of the Model 3 versus the Xylox 4000 for 69k. Test 4 also measures the speed, this time of all 4 MW models in lab conditions, also 69k. Oh. Hello? Jim? Yes, it's still going. Yes, it's all happening. Yes. I'll see you soon. Half an hour. Yeah. Bye. Sorry. In the middle of the coming year, MW will sell its 50,000 machines here in Copyland. For $39,000, we will create a PR event in which we celebrate this amazing milestone. We will review the history of MW, look at some of its earlier machines, and towards the future. We will host a big event with VIPs and aim for national media coverage. People care about copiers, and this is a great way to celebrate MW and its commitment to Copyland. Oh, this has to be my favourite. We are going to ask 8 well-known Copyland leaders, managers and celebrities to talk about their favourite copier experiences. I already have Jim Connor and Laura McTingle in the bag. Little stories, but told in a way that we will get a lot of impact. Corporate Thinker will run the story as an advertorial in its June issue. And I think we can reach 25% of Copyland's corporate decision makers with this fantastic idea. Oh, can you see the future of copying? Me neither. But we can start to plan for it with a Future of Copying event. For 100K, we create a 2-day innovation and tech festival. We look at new developments, share MW's future production ideas and plans, and discuss the changes ahead. A brilliant way to position MW as more advanced, tech and innovative. Oh. Any business that ignores millennials will be out of business before they know it. Yes, they have no money. Yes, they do no copying. Yes, they aren't important as far as photocopying goes. But that should not stop us from devoting most of our campaign money to campaigns that cater to them. Am I right? So, for 150K, we can engage with youth agency Big Up and run a special advertorial feature in Wired about millennials and how they see copying. How can we reach these important people, get inside their tiny little minds and show them the power of photocopying in a cool, hip, accessible way? Essential, and should be the top of your investments this year. You were wise enough to spend 50K last year on influencers. I am sure you will want to keep it up. For another 50K, we can keep getting the coolest and most influential Copyland influencers to blog about MW and how cool you are. We can also continue to talk down Xylox. I'm sure you saw the incredible content that our influencers generated last year. Well, it was everywhere. Let's do it again. Let's influence. Small Biz Monthly is a great little publication. About half its readers still get the monthly print version. The rest access it online. It's read by 35% of all the executives who work at companies with less than 10,000 employees. For $46,000, we can run a monthly ad across both formats. Bargain! We'd use these slots to talk about versatility and flexibility. The fact that whatever you need to do, copy that. Get it? Copy that. Winning. Copy that, copy that, copy that. There is no one hotter than WeWork. They have 4 locations in Copyland, and for 50K a location, so a total of 200K, we can become the official copier of WeWork in Copyland. Each year, more than 100,000 visitors and workers will be exposed to our copiers, and we can say official supplier on all our copiers. We can even leave some of our beautiful brochures in their locations too. Let's talk frisbees and fridge magnets. For 10k, we can produce cool, fun, tatty things that carry the MW logo and which have a massive impact on customers. I cannot tell you the number of times I have looked down at the USB stick I've been using, seen the name of a sponsor, and then gone out and bought their stuff as a result. A must-have. Again, using the Aspire team, we can arrange client tours of the MW manufacturing plant in Northville. They can see firsthand the quality that goes into our production line and product testing. It's a perfect way to communicate just how high quality our copiers are. Oh, I know Jim is also keen to get involved in this one. He will host clients after their tour for dinner and drinks. Again, we will need crisis management on hand, but it's a nice gesture. It costs $500 per client. Just multiply the total client number by $500 for the final cost. How about this for world-class marketing? I've just got off the phone with Unilever. For 150k, they are happy to produce a limited edition flavour version of their Ben & Jerry's ice cream called Copycat Crunch. How awesome! We'd co-promote the product and it would sell for 8 weeks across Copyland's grocery stores. And the best bit? The ice cream will be black and white flavour or multicolour swirl. So yummy! So good! For 150k, we want to set up the Copier Olympics. We'd set up competitive comparisons across the Model 1, 2, 3, 4 and Xylox machine on 5 key challenges: page speed, copy quality, colour reproduction, power usage and footprint. We'd live stream these comparisons with Tom Footpump from the Discovery Channel as MC. We'd PR the results and put the videos on our YouTube channel. And finally, I've saved the best to last. Oh, Mr. Bond, stop. You must stop. But I love you. I've just got off the phone with Fox. For 850k, we can become the official copier of the next Bond movie. The new James Bond will beat a man to death with a Model 4 on the big screen. We get 7, maybe 8 seconds of coverage, plus script approval for those seconds. And we can get one full-length shot of the new Bond standing next to our copier with a strapline, which my team came up with. Licensed to copy. Da-dun, da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-da-dum. Down, 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 doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Exciting, eh? Well, I'm exhausted. I'm sure you will agree that this is an amazing set of communications options that I have spread out in front of you. Choose wisely from the options and add them to your marketing plan. Provided Jim approves them, we can start working on them within weeks. Good luck! I don't expect you will fare any better than the misfortunates that have preceded you, but you never know. If I can give you one very, very important piece of advice, it's that you must never, under any circumstances, Yes? Yes, I said half an hour. Yes. Well, that's it. Out.